For you, I'm alive.
We got it. We got the fancy new layout.
Are we cool?
Yeah, we got the new overlay.
Am I a movie star now?
Who helped with that?
Oh, shout out to ICPJ.
There we go.
If you haven't checked out any of her work, she is an amazing graphic design artist. She did all of the work for Max Damage. Also going to do a shout out. He is a streamer, a friend, excellent dude overall, and married to ICPJs. And she does all the graphic design work for him and helps other people in the MTG Rebellion Order, including TheDarkStream. And she designed this new overlay for us, which I am fucking loving.
It's pretty dope.
All right, what do we have today, boys?
This is Grixis Tinker, which I decided to call Crunchyroll in this exact moment for no particular reason.
People like sushi.
Right. So some of this is kind of predictable. We got our tight 13 artifacts here, our restricted list mana cards, our 2 combos, Manifold Key, Time Vault, and Sensei's Divining Top with Bolus's Citadel to give you cards on demand for 1 life. We do have the Sphinx of the Steel Wind in the main deck. This works under the logic of we're doing the 8 forces, and it's blue. It won't be exactly what we want in every matchup, but we'd probably have a chance to pitch it if we don't need it. And we've got 23 total blue cards to support 8 forces. Let's see, what else here? So these are our tutors. This is pretty standard. The Demonic, Mystic, Vampiric, Namesake, Tinker. Our other restricted cards, Yogg-Will, Narset, Time Walk. We got Wheel of Fortune, Time Twister, Recall, and then the recalls that aren't nearly as good, Brainstorm, Ponder, Gitaxian, Probe. 2 Ragavans, they've been pretty hot. Mental Misstep, another restricted card. And these are just kind of Swiss Army knife. Can do a lot of things. Dack Fayden and 1 Lightning Bolt. The mana base has gotten a lot of work this week. I'll cut to the chase about the noteworthy things here. We've got 1 of each basic so that we're not just super fucked by wastelands. We have... Many of these lists had like fewer than 10 black sources, and they had perhaps 10 red sources total, and like maybe 12 blue sources. We brought those numbers up, including Tolarian Academy. There's 15 blue sources, and there's 12 each for black and red. The biggest sacrifice here involves 2 Urza Sagas instead of 4, and the logic being that a deck that functions is better than a deck that has a couple more powerful utility lands and sometimes shits in its own mouth. And the way that we get away with the basics and all these sources is that we are having 8 fetch lands here. It's chopped up right now into 3 Polluted Delta, 2 Scalding Tarn, 2 Bloodstained Mire. We only had 1 Bloodstained Mire right now, so it'll be 3 Scalding Tarn, 1 Prismatic Vista, because we got our 3 basics. So we have 8 fetch lands fetching 7 lands. Some decks that wouldn't work great for. I don't think that would work great for Oath because you want to keep making land drops. But at heart, this is a deck that controls the game until it combos the game. This is kind of like Splinter Twin.
Now, what did cut? Why didn't Imperial Seal or the extra tutor make it in there? It's just not because it's an instant, or?
So yes, Imperial Seal's in the sideboard.
Seal, yeah.
And I'll get to that in a minute. But the reason against Personal Tutor and Imperial Seal is because they're sorceries and they put it on top. And the amount of information that's going to happen between the end of my turn, the entirety of your turn, and my draw step, a lot can happen. And in a game 1 situation, it's not a card that we can pitch to one of our forces, okay. And it can be an absolute liability. So in the sideboard...
Here, I'll start shuffling this up.
Scoop them up. The sideboard right now is an experiment. And it's rather unconventional. We start with Imperial Seal. We got 2 Fatal Push, 4 Pyroblast, 1 Yixlid Jailer, 2 Hurkyl's Recall, 1 Opposition Agent, 1 Perish, 1 Portal to Phyrexia. Right now we have 2 by Force, but it's going to be 1 by Force and 1 Virtue's End. We're not going to run the white deck today, so we've just got 2 by Force. Anyway, the logic here with the Imperial Seal is that if you imagine this as a Virtue's End, we've got Sledgehammer, 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 and Yixlid Jailer, Sledgehammer. against a variety of decks that are not interacting with us very much.
I could see that.
So with the Imperial Seal, it allows us to kind of have 4 copies in our deck because Vampiric Tutor, obviously, Demonic Tutor can get it, but Mystical Tutor can get these, it can't get this. But that gives us functionally 4 copies of these Sledgehammer cards against decks that aren't going to be able to do anything to stop us. Now, Perish, you might wonder what that's for. That's for Bizarre Aggro, where they've got the, what's that snake?
Hex Drinker.
Hex Drinker, the Vengevine stuff. It's not as good against Vengevine, but it still kills them. And then, like, pretty much all the creatures are green except for, like, a couple of the black thing that reanimates off of land drops.
I think there's Hollowed One.
Yeah, Hollowed One, which actually we can get with by force. That's part of the board plan. There actually have room for it. But against, like our classic Dredge, Yixla Jailer, most of those decks don't play any removal at all. So Yixla Jailer shuts off their whole fucking deck, and all their Force of Vigors and all that does nothing against it.
They don't have Contagion or cool cards like that? Man.
Most of them don't. Most of the Dredge lists don't. So Yixla Jailer is end of game. If it's Virtue's Ruin against the White Initiative deck, that's going to be quite a slam. But we also have Portal to Phyrexia to tutor for against these creature-based decks.
That's not bad.
And then a lot of slots for shops. You got to respect shops. Pyroblast, which is amazing in this format. Opposition Agent is our one kind of sledgehammer against Doomsday, but it's useful in its applicability in a lot of situations. So yeah, the Imperial Seal in a way acts as the second Yixla Jailer, the second Perish, the second by Force, and the second Virtue's Ruin, and allows us to functionally have more cards in our sideboard.
I like that. That's quite interesting.
And we are okay doing sorcery speed against something like Shops, or White, or Bizarre Aggro because they're not countering our stuff. Mm-hmm. And we know that we can just resolve it. And we know that the Sledgehammer is a Sledgehammer.
Very well, very well.
So what do we have for the first match for the evening?
I think we're kicking this off. I've got a little Paradoxical Outcome, I believe is what I've got in my hands right here. Let me make sure I picked up the right one. No, I've got yours in my hand. Like, that's not it.
The one I've got in my hands.
Aha! I had Crunchyroll, but this is Paradoxical Outcome.
We're calling it Crunchyroll?
Grixis Crunchyroll. Fuck it, why not? Decks need names again, goddammit.
Yeah, it's been too long. It's been too long. Fruity Pebbles, Cephalid Breakfast, these were all excellent deck names.
Well, I've been kind of irritated as I got online and I was looking through different versions of this deck, and it's just like Grixis Control, Grixis Tinker, Grixis Control, or someone was calling Dimir Control even though there's red in it. And I'm just tired of these naming conventions, especially something like Vintage, where we're not cycling through standards over and over and over, and you can't just like, oh, Jund midrange, Grixis midrange, whatever, because they're generically the same deck.
Right.
This is Vintage, These decks are around. They're going to be around for a while. They should have names.
I'm not playing green aggro. I'm playing Elf Ball.
Right.
Even though I don't think each Fireball would even make the cut anymore, because you just have elves that are kind of fireballs themselves.
Fair. Channel Emrakul.
Oh God. Something to try and fuck with in Vintage in the future.
I had thought about it actually getting one of those in Oath when I had a tutor heavy version of Oath. But there's too many decks that put damage on you kind of quickly, so it would immediately make that card worthless.
Yeah. It's not as good as just playing the Oath.
Right. That doesn't even cost 15 life.
Also, double green seems a little rough.
Whatever, man.
Depends how you build your mana base, but yeah.
Can we like ban enough stuff out of the format until Fast Bond Storm Cauldron is good again? Like maybe
there's a way to do it. I don't know.
I'm sure it's too weak because lands don't play at instant speed. You'd have to have.
Where's your Force of Will land now?
Yeah, like you can only play this card for free if you have
it might be good.
No non-land spells in your hand.
There's all kinds of conventions in this format that I think are just wrong. Like decks playing Tabernacle at Pendrell Vale. It's in every sideboard. If it's in every sideboard, who the fuck is it good against?
I think it's just a leftover of it was good for a while. A bunch of people forgot that you can change your sideboard with the format.
Right. I'm like, I don't know, this card costs a lot of mana or money and I own it, so maybe I should... Because like even the fucking Dredge decks were playing it.
Oh yeah, that was wild.
So who the fuck are they sideboarding them in against?
Mirror.
But
Yeah,
but it fucks you too. Yeah,
Right.
I know. It's like we're playing Icarid v Icarid now.
well, it's kind of like
shoot!
the shop
You got the
stacks.
draw that had the Wasteland or the Gaia's Cradle. Man, my whole plan sucks.
The shop stacks that have like 3 null rods in the board. So like your plan is to be on the play, barf your hand, and then just close the door.
Yes, that is it.
It's a terrible plan.
I've seen it in videos, and I'm like, I get it, but I'm like, man, you couldn't think of anything better. There's got to be something better than that.
I mean, how many cards are in MTG at this point? Over 20,000, right?
Well, what happens when they go like, okay, shops, worm coil?
Yeah, you get rolled.
Yeah.
I hope you do.
Alien Nathan, yeah, the ball part of Elf Ball is Fireball, if I remember correctly. From back in the day, at
Yep,
least.
originally you had Fireball, and I think you were using Birchlore Rangers to generate your red mana, along with Priest of Titania, which it might even be too weak to play nowadays.
Oh, definitely 2 weeks.
But once upon a time, that was some spice.
yeah. Now Allosaurus Rider has unfortunately gotten rid of everything because it's Fireball in and of itself. And even just like 8 years before that, 6 years before that, we already had Azuri Renegade, who just, I think, even gives him trample, remembering accurately.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So we did perform the high roll before broadcast, and Darth Zero is higher, so he's on the play.
I did win the higher, so here we go. Let's see what we can get going on in this sort of duel of fates. All right. Unless it wasn't already clear, I do want to play first. See, you know the problem with me piloting a Paradoxical Outcome deck is, like the Gentleman's Cube last time, I'll draw horrible hands with this deck that don't work, and then I will curse it.
I'm looking at a hand right here that I'm sincerely doubting. I'm throwing mine back.
Mine is something that I'm gonna keep though. I mean, I can. It's just not the sexy hands that I see online when people are like, they draw their Paradoxical Outcome, and it's got like 3 Moxes and an outcome and a counter, and they're just like turn 1 every time. They start doing amazing things. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that like turn 3 maybe. I don't know.
Vintage is a weird format. Sometimes the game's over before it even starts, and sometimes it's just this slog.
That's why I'm looking forward to building a Paradoxical Outcome with the what's that? Covetous Jewel? Is that? Do I have the name of that right?
Oh, the weird workshop decks.
Yeah.
That's PO plus workshop.
It's a workshop's Paradoxical Outcome deck. That's the exciting part.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well.
I gotta go 5. That's not a hand that.
No love.
It's like a do something on turn 3 hand, which is maybe you can get away with that in standard. Maybe.
Not really.
If you're on the play.
Yeah. Maybe. That's a pretty big meh.
Especially if you not know what you're hitting on. It's like, and this could just be bizarre, and whoops, you lose.
It's all over. Okay.
Chini-san, she goes Suchikachi.
Going to 4.
And me at this point, I would be convinced that you're on Dredge or Bizarre. Like you're playing one of those 2 decks. If someone mulls this much in it, I'm not going to figure that their luck's just that bad. I'm going to go, oh, this is specific, strategic. Get my Bizarre.
Just that Dredge life.
And I would be a bit more scared with this hand if I was against that.
All right, look at 7.
Is that hand smexifying you?
Yes, it is. It is gonna be. It is gonna be good enough.
It's gonna be good enough.
Oh God. No. I just gotta take risks. That's what happens when you go to 4. All right.
Just a bit of gamble. I open on the L Delta, go 19. I'll fetch out a land. Anything while I'm manaless.
Nope.
Alright, now here's the important part. Gotta find lands that are accurate for this deck, so I do not make terrible decisions. Very important. And in this particular instance, well, because we don't know what's going on, we just go safety. Don't want to get wastelanded out the game.
Safety dance.
And then we will do the next most exciting thing, everybody's favorite card in the world. Yeah, since he's Divine Top. I'll ship it.
Fetch.
Yep. Aren't you special being all fetching? in your hoodie. So fetch.
Fetch isn't going to be a thing. I swear to God.
I just made it happen. Look at that. Fetch pulled the Volcanic Island out.
We just both made fetch happen.
Yeah.
Each of our turns.
That right there, that's cash money here.
Mean Girls
it would be if it were real.
Mean Girls just needed MTG. That's all there was to it.
Ragavan.
Imagine Regina George playing MTG. No, I think that's neat. Okay. Ooh, Rag. I hate Rags, so I need to do something about Rags, because that is an awful, evil card that makes me not happy. And yeah, we're going to Force of Will that using Ponder.
Boo. Boo.
If you're already this far
Testament.
down, you're already this far down. I want to make sure this is getting low enough that I feel good about it.
Getting low.
All right, draw. Ooh, that's an amazing card. Let's see. There's a Tundra, and we'll pass turn.
Saga.
That's a nice card. It's a pretty good mole so far. It's got some oofta to it.
Carry on.
Before. We'll storm some brains.
Storms brains.
Okay, let's put some cards back that we don't want. Yeah, we'll just put that back for fun. Draw one. Let's leave the one in my hand because, save time. Double top just to see what the next card down is. And we'll put that card there. Alright. Untap. Draw.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you debate. Mox Yummy.
What?
It's Mox Yummy.
What?
What?
Mox yummy. Okay.
Imagine all the Moxes as candies, man. I look at them and I think that. Is that not what everyone else does?
No.
Alright, fine. Whatever.
I mean, I admire it, but at the same time, no.
I'll go ahead and pass the turn. Did you want to eat the Black Lotus when you see it? Is that just me?
Oh, what do you know? I can't do shit. Go ahead.
Definitely you.
Alright, we'll take a peek at what my options are here. Nope. That seems fine. Start my turn. There we go. And now let's do some fun stuff. I'm going to tutor demonically.
F6.
Yeah, the button's around here somewhere.
We should make like an F6.
I'm going
thing.
to. I'm making some of the blank things into a nice F6 button.
I know somebody who does some really cool like wood burning stuff.
Nice.
Ooh, that could be neat. I'm going to go get... I know you don't need to know that, but here you know I'm about to cast it.
Counterspell.
Yeah, it's like, I imagine the surprise as you're like, oh no, where'd that come from? So anyway, blurp.
Blurp.
My awesome vault.
Blurp derp.
Alright. This is a quite fetching plan.
Quite fetching.
Yeah. Should have just done that at the same time instead of shuffling. That's my bad.
Yes, it is.
Shush. I don't
You
need
gotta
your,
be careful with those high rolls.
I don't need your lip.
From Lord Skitham, Black Lotus always makes him think of trippy mushrooms. Right on, Lord Skitham. We're here for that.
Clever. Alright, so... Alright, so we'll cast Paradoxical. Let's see. Let me make sure I do this right.
God damn it.
I tap Sensei's Divining Top to put the trigger for the draw on the stack. There we go. And then I cast the Paradoxical Outcome.
Losing has never taken so long. Welcome to Paradoxical Outcome.
Bounce those to my hand there. So I will draw
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
I want to meet the person who can play Paradoxical one-handed so they can actually just jerk off below the table the whole time. Yeah.
That would be...
It sounds like you're ready to launch an OF.
The only fans of Paradoxical. Yes.
That sounds amazing.
POOF.
POOF. Alright, so we'll go ahead and jet again.
From Lord Skitham, now makes him think Moxes are gummy edibles.
Yeah. There you go.
What are you doing, Darth Skitham?
I'm
now done with my turn. I don't have a full grip. I'm down to only 6 cards.
Trigger on the stack. Make mana.
Yep. I'm not going to F6 my turn.
Just living life right. Well done, Skitham.
Ah. Aha!
A clue.
The letter 6.
6/6.
See? So yummy. There's 2 in play now.
6/6.
They're like tribbles, man.
The neighbor of the beast.
Oh, I can't wait for Magic and Star Trek to cross over because they're going to make tribbles, and I'm going to be really happy.
Good lord.
Use my manas.
I just want to cast Jedi, alright?
Wheel? No. I am not a wheel fan. I'll force that.
I'll force your force.
You're forcing my force.
I am.
Interesting. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yes. Did you lose some life there?
Yep, yeah.
Discard my 2 cards. Draw 7.
Discard my 4.
Fuck, I've got a chance in this game now. Okie doke, we are in fucking business now.
That you did just move me from the I was gonna beat you plan, so that does put a damper on our relationship. See, kids, mull to 4. It was a 4, right?
It was 4.
A mull to 4 can still kick it
If I
up.
win this game, this will be the first time I win a mull to 4.
In, like, Magic?
Ever.
Wow.
Nice.
Ever. The closest I got was in, like, a regionals in, like, maybe 2009 with a red aggro deck. But I've never won a mull to 4. Go ahead.
Let me see if I want to do anything before my drawer. Yeah, I do. Cards.
4.
4 up.
4. You whore.
Yes, I think that's probably a good decision. Maybe. Yeah. Yep. That's my decision. That's my decision. There we go. Draw for my turn. Mox Opal?
Yep.
Mox Ruby?
Yep.
Yeah, what up? I am the Mana King. I can do anything. Alright. Greatest Academy of the Tolarian type.
You have all the mana.
I have all of the mana. Alright. So, things that I need to do here. You have 4 cards in hand.
Yes, I do.
You've got cool things you can do.
They're all forces.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, that could put a damper on our relationship.
Or I'm lying.
What?
Fuck around and find out.
Yeah, I don't think you'd lie. You don't seem like the lying type. So 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana available to me. Sorry, this took a moment to make sure I count things accurately. It'd be really sad to try to go off in there and find out I'm 1 short. So 3, 4, 7, 2, 1. Okay, we start the party right. Let's just tap for all this. 4 from there, and Time Walk.
Alright.
Leaves me with 2 blue floaters. So I got that cool Time Walk action going on. And from there, tap for 1, 2, 3. Tap and put that draw on the stack. And there's my, or use one of my 4th. And we will Paradoxical Outcome.
Force of Negation.
Okay. Flusterstorm it?
You win.
Okay.
Wait, how many spells have you played? I have access to 3
1,
now.
2, 3,
Yep,
4,
yep,
5.
you win.
I'm going to utilize the Yawgmoth on there, and I'm going to utilize Snapcaster. And I'm going to do whatever I feel like doing. After I draw a bunch of cards.
Ooh, still have not won the mold before. Alright. What am I sideboarding here? Fucking those.
Alright, cards that aren't as exciting. Dress Down doesn't seem terribly exciting against you. I like that card, but not doing the job here.
I don't mind the ops.
I do search. That does let you now that lets you cast the thing that you search out with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so interesting. So very interesting.
So Dack's not going to do a lot for us. Ragavan is early on my chopping block, but I don't think ultimately that'll be the cut. Mental Misstep is perhaps. We do not need Lightning Bolt.
Yes, the Lightning Bolt.
We do not need Sphinx of the Steel Wind.
You would know that I probably have this in case you were somehow concerned. And you know that this deck runs like Teferi, Lavinia. So Bolt is not that great, but it's not an entirely dead card. There's also Monastery Mentor.
Yeah, but this kills Lavinia.
True, but that doesn't kill
the Mentor.
The Mentor. Though, if I have 2 spells, you know, that guy's living anyway, so...
Yeah, I think Ragavan's going to have to go because the rest of this deck is the combo parts. Sad to have to put down my monkey.
Yeah, I'm thinking that unless I'm missing some stuff out of this, I think it only sides out in this position, the 2 dress downs and maybe the Sphinx. If I really need the extra sideboard slot, I would consider the Time Walk, but I don't think that's going to end up being correct. Because Flusterstorm, that stuff's still good. Hurkyl's Recall is still fine against you because, you know, your artifacts.
Yeah, maybe I do take out my Time Walk for one Ragavan because you have so many cool things to steal.
There's a lot of neat stuff. I mean, Paradoxical Outcome's pretty good if you steal it yourself, man.
Or just one of your many Moxes.
Things that I'm going to bring in, I'm going to bring in a card because, you know, that card's neat. And I think you do some searching in there, so I might join the club right back at you and do that too. I think I have to keep the Sphinx just as an in case, so I can Sphinx against your Sphinx to get the Sphinx battle on Sphinxing. So it's going to be...
You don't figure that I would be boarding it out, though?
I actually don't. I wouldn't figure on it boarding out because it's just an interesting win con that neither of our decks deal well with. You know, it's just the... Ah, crap. We blew up all of our cards in a force battle, but I can't get the full combo, but I can get Sphinx. You get me a couple turns? But that would be my game 2 plan. I have a different game plan for 3, depending going in. I might get to use balance. But for now, I'm just bringing in Karn and a couple Oppo agents for the 2 dress and the Time Walk. I was really tempted to bring in another Hurkyl's Recall. But knowing my luck, I would draw 3 artifacts the whole game, so it would just be like, hey, this is going to generate... They'd be like only Moxes. So I get to generate a mana. What a bounce your combo to your hand. Okay, I'll cast it next turn. Damn it!
Right, so yeah,
How did you know?
I'm obviously not boarding in Hurkyl's because it doesn't really do anything against you, and I'm not boarding in by force because tapping out to have you respond with Paradoxical is...
Or Hurkyl's, as you know, I have both in the deck.
Right.
Some important commentary. Some people might make that immediate assumption that, yo, by force is great. It's... Depending on.
Ooh,
all right.
This is...
7.
Interesting. This is interesting. I guess I'll try it. All
right. I'm going to keep mine. I'm down for doing that.
All right.
I'm down to clown.
Blood Mire.
All right. Mire in the blood. I can't think of a song for Blood Mire.
Go ahead.
What's a song that uses mire in it? Like Bloodstained? Bloodstained on the carpet. You know, that's been used in a lot of things, but mire. I'm really curious. All right. Hey.
There's probably some kind of like high fantasy metal band that does it, or like some doom metal band.
Ooh, that could be it. I would have figured I could think of some like lords. Nah. All right, my opening game plan here is gonna be quite exciting for you. You may or may not like it. I'll play Tundra.
Tundra.
Pay 2 to get Taxi and probe you. I want to know what I'm playing against here. Let's see how this ball game works. All right, there is a force and another force and a pyroblast. So evil cards.
Lands and spells.
I'm gonna go ahead and draw my card off my probe. Because you know what I like to do after I'm probing someone? I like to top. All right, I'm done. Come on. All right, there we go. We only got one unknown now. Untap. Upkeep. We'll go ahead and utilize the top. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we definitely don't want that card.
From Lord Skitham, Beneath the Mire by Opeth is
Fuck.
Good work. Good work.
All right,
Thank you.
Skitham, did you have to look that up, or did you have that top of head?
If that was just off the top of the head, that's impressive.
I bet it was actually off the top of his head.
Oh man, this is tempting.
I've gotten to this point where I can't remember the name of songs or cards.
All right, draw for my turn. Play a Lotus. Any objections?
You may.
Okay. Play an island. Okay.
Counterspell.
Damn it!
So when you were like starting to play the game, did you think that Pyroblast and like Red Elemental Blast could blow up islands?
When I went Red Elemental Blast, because this hadn't come out when I'd started playing.
Yeah.
That was everyone's first thought. It was also the first people I played with thought that land walking actually meant you could attack the people who had those lands.
So like you couldn't attack without land walk?
Unless you had something that was letting you.
Oh.
Yeah, like I was told somewhere that they said that the non-basic lands, like the Urza's one, they're like, no, they're not basic lands. So you can run any number. I was like, none of this seems right. But we also thought that you could instill energy something to attack twice.
I knew better by the time I ran into this person in high school.
I'll ship the turn to you.
Yeah, I'll search end of step.
I will, once you activate that, have an effect.
Okay.
And my effect is sack that for trips on black. Agent.
Force of Will.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Flusterstorm.
I think I just lose this game then.
Okay.
All right, we can try. So you
we can
search
whirl.
and
So
find a
I get to
land that you
find-
can play?
Yeah,
Or can you play the land? Is this cast or
let's
play?
check. Yeah, double check. Is that cast or play?
Play. So yeah.
So
you
yeah,
can-
just.
Whew.
That's just.
Card
so
is a
great.
house when you get it. Every once in a while, you get an opposition agent through, and wow, does it feel good when you get to do it.
Yeah, that's just really obscene. So I'm gonna get myself one of those. That looks like a good card to have.
So that's exile for now, right?
Yep, this is in exile. What I'm gonna do is stick them sideways under him.
Yep.
And there, just kind of there. Yeah, when I saw that I had the Lotus and the Agent and the Fluster, I'm like, oh man.
Oof. That's potent.
And from Lord Skitham, the Beneath the Mire by Opeth was off the top.
Oh,
Not surprised.
I got the golf clap.
Nice.
Go.
All right. I know what's on top, so I draw it. Play Misty. Attack for 3.
15.
Pass a turn. Sorry. I know people go crazy when their deck's facing the wrong way.
Academy.
Yep.
Go.
I will Misty. I'll go ahead and top.
Ah, yes.
Yep.
Divining Top. Making games quicker every day.
Divine top. The key to playing cards. All right. So proceed to my draw. Draw. Okay, some tap. Play my land. Look, Academy. Yay. B for 3.
12.
Ship the turn.
And this is the point in Vintage I like to call the cripple fight.
Kind of.
Who's
I'm
crippled?
getting, I'm getting clocked, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty far
Pass
ahead.
back.
Do my top again on the upkeep. See what the new piece is. Ooh, that's a happy piece. We like that.
Just gonna paint that in over there. Happy little piece.
Draw that card. Attack for 3.
Oh, 9.
Play a land. And we'll pass the turn again. See, this is how to play Paradoxical Outcome. You attack with a creature.
Go.
I like this version much better. Alright, untap. Do the topping thing again. Nope, yep, that card's great. Put that there. Draw for my turn. And let's start this the fun way. Oh, Ancestral Recall. I'll let you even use Force of Negation or any of that stuff.
Don't have it.
Okay.
Not
Not gonna Pyro Blast? You do have Pyro
Oh,
Blast.
I do. I forgot it's over there.
That is
Yeah.
a viable card.
Fuck that.
And to which I'm going to respond with...
Counter it somehow.
I'm going to counter it. Alright, so now I'll draw 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll smash face for 3.
6.
And I'm gonna crypt 1, 2, 1. Tinker.
I think you've got it now.
I do have it now. Because I'm gonna go get my little Bolas Citadel and go wee all the way home.
Ranch, ranch, ranch.
The opposition agent on the trigger for the fetch was the key.
Yeah, opposition agent is powerful.
It has chops in there. See, if I'd had this deck at the cube last year, I could have done way better.
I hate you so much for this moment. For those that don't know the context, a playoff almost occurred at the Gentleman's Cube last year, in which both Darth Camden Taste and Darth Zero were sitting at 0-2, and I needed Darth Camden Taste to lose so that both of us would be sitting at 6-3 at the end of 9 rounds.
Do you remember we weren't 0-2? We were 0-2 for that
Vintage.
round set.
Oh,
For
yes,
Vintage. We were winning the rest of the time.
I was 6-0 in draft.
Point being, if Darth Zero had won, it would have forced a playoff, which would have been Vintage, and would have been wonderful, because I was prepped for that matchup, and it would have been interesting. Instead, Darth Zero complained loudly with win in hand that he had no way to win.
Every time it wasn't even win in hand the first time you told this story. It was like win when you just play the cards in your hand and you'll draw all the pieces. Like it's getting worse. Is the fish this big now or this big?
I don't need Darth Zero to win. I need Darth Camgentes to lose.
Yeah, you know, if an earthquake takes that portion of the house out while you're playing, I still get there.
And yet.
So which one should we hit next? We've got Doomsday, we've got Shops, we've got, I believe, Oath, and we've got Dredge.
You choose.
All right.
Want to roll some dice for
Yep.
it?
1, 2, 3, 4. Get to roll the caltrop. It's a 1. We're dredging.
Get ready to mulligan. Here we go.
Wait, you think I'm gonna have to mulligan with this? I'm a professional.
Oh my god. Star Trays, do you guys do prizes for the cube, or is it just for the glory?
It's for the glory, pretty much.
Yeah.
Darth Rictus had a trophy commissioned, which I found really hilarious because I knew he fully expected it to be sitting in his residence all year long.
And the best part is I lost and it's still sitting in my residence.
Motherfucker.
Woo woo!
Yeah, there's a nice custom trophy that was commissioned. I quite like it. It's in the shape of a cube because it is the Gentleman's Cube, and it has Darth Camden Taste's name and date on it. And in about 1 month, we are going back, and I'm gonna take it this year. That's the goal, as always.
And I just want everyone to know this. My goal is not to win; it's to make sure that he doesn't.
Need Darth Rictus to lose.
Rictus will not succeed in becoming the master.
What I'm really hoping is that I'm not at the draft table right next to Darth Zero, because I have this bad feeling I'm going to get past the most weird shit at the cube.
Well, yeah.
And this isn't a cube that's just power cards where you
These
can
are-
just
It's
like power draft your way through it. No, you have to do strategy. And
I
somebody,
went 3-0 in a draft last time because I drafted Worship and Troll Aesthetic.
God, that was funny. Oh man.
I even had something to recur a creature and to recur an enchantment in the deck.
I guess we need to sit down and figure out if we're going to make any alterations.
Oh, we're definitely going to.
Yeah.
There's a whole year's worth of cards.
Okay.
We even had a few
There'll
cards
be-
that had to be cut, like Kolaghan's Command.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
I might not be higher anymore. Yep.
Nope, you're
still
higher. You're still higher.
Okay. Whew. 4, 7. Here I go. Here I go. Here I go again.
Me higher.
See, and this is just to show. I of course, I don't need to mulligan with
Oh,
this deck.
fuck you.
See, I know how to play this deck. Okay, I'm choosing to keep. So, how bizarre.
How bizarre.
1. Draw 2.
I hate you so much right now.
Oh man, I was just it's because I'm good with this deck. That's one of the important things.
You ready for this Darth Camden space? Because this is good. This
Sounds
is
like
good.
we're going to game 2 pretty soon.
I'm gonna discard those 3.
Uh-oh.
Hollow one.
Oh,
Hollow
God.
one. Hollow one.
Fuck off.
Because I am a professional.
All hope is not yet lost. But
Nope, all is not yet lost. But that's there's my turn 1. Here's for the people at home here, so I still have in my hand. This was the card I drew off of the. This was the third one. Wasn't in my initial hand.
Ragavan.
Let's say that.
Go.
Yeah, Rags is a cool card. Untap. All right, we got a Dredge 3 in there. Silver Spoon. If you gain 3 more. Okay. So yeah, we'll start by shambling. 1. Oh, there we go. 2, 3.
Wow.
Oh, there's a creeping chill.
Wow.
Let's get you.
That's the most busted start I've seen for Dredge in a minute.
I'm a professional, man. This is how it works.
Did you put the Narcomoeba in play?
Oh yeah, I got to do that too. I forgot.
Good
that
thing
he's
you got a
just
bridge
freebie.
from below as well.
Yeah, it's just this is silly.
Oh, wait, I can nuke that by blocking, though.
True.
And your Bazaar is tapped?
No, that was just my opening.
Oh, that was before.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't do Bazaar on upkeep.
No.
Interesting.
No, I wanted to see what I was going to get first, because I had this card in hand, and so I was wanting to see what might happen.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But anyway, now I'll go ahead and do some bizarre action. Draw 1, draw 2. Yeah. Discard 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and you got the Golgari Grave Troll, too,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, I do. I do have that. That is a fact.
You know what? You should probably just play this deck. If you're going to draw like this deck is almost impossible to beat when you draw this well. Like, you could have Leyline of the Voided and the 3 Hollow Ones would
Price
still
Amalgam
win.
Yeah.
will trigger at the end of my turn, too. Just so that's in there. Yeah, we lay the Hollow One smackdown, because that train's are rolling.
For those who were around last week for my version of Dredge, I was wrong, and it's very apparent right now.
I do... Now I have to contemplate if they have the thing. I want to lose my bridge from below. I don't think that I care here. No. You can get my bridge.
Take 8, go to 9.
And I will pass the turn on.
All right, this is going to need to be, like, 5 cards. Oh, shit, it's not.
Okay.
Alright, game 1 goes to Dredge.
That was also in my opener in case you had Wasteland. Just like, oh yeah, whatever.
Well, there's no Wasteland in this deck.
But I mean,
Yeah.
in an unknown.
That is a hand. That's a hand right
Yeah,
there.
that's how you do that.
Okay. Well,
Okay, what do we got coming in here?
fucking Portal to Phyrexia.
Vigor's important. And
Out of curiosity, why the Biforce Darth Ancientes?
It kills Hollow Ones.
Okay.
And I think I have enough cards to board out for it.
Gotcha.
Because... So hang on, how does Hullbreacher interact with Bazaar when there's Dredge replacement effects?
it will stop my draws, but I will still discard, if that's what you're wondering.
Will it stop the dredging?
Right.
Let me read Dredge, but I do not believe it will. Because they're both a replacement effect.
They are both a replacement effect.
And let's see. If you would draw a card, you may mill 4 cards instead. If you do, return this card from...
And
So
this is also if an opponent would draw a card, except for the first.
So I'm the one who's triggering the replacement effect for the draw
Okay.
for my turn. But I don't know, the Bizarre one wouldn't cover that. And Hullbreacher's Any draws afterwards? That's a good question.
Yeah, except for the first
It's
one
after
they
the
draw.
first draw. Okay.
During each of their draw steps, yeah.
After the first draw, they draw on each
So
of
I
their
think this is
draw
a
steps.
layers question.
Yep. The opponent would draw a card, except the first one they draw on each of their draw steps. Instead, you create a draw. Yep, we'll have to see. I think
That's worth knowing.
if I can choose my effect, mine goes on the stack first, and then your option to do the effect would be where the wood I think would come in, because the draw step is about to occur, or the draw from the double trigger off of the bazaar, so 2 draw triggers, and that trigger, and then I have active, so I put mine on, and then you put yours on as a replacement, so yours would happen, and mine happen.
See, but it's not. It doesn't use the stack. It's a replacement effect, so it's a layer question, not a stack question.
That's what I'm.
Here we
trying to
go.
figure.
Here we go. The
Okay.
controller of the action being replaced chooses which replacement effect to apply.
That doesn't rely on whose turn it is, right?
No.
Okay.
It's the controller of the action being replaced chooses it.
Okay.
So if in your case, the choice between a Dredge replacement and a Hullbreacher replacement, you would obviously choose the Dredge replacement.
Seriously, have Silver Smoke Ghoul in it just because it has Creeping Chill?
Yes.
How many Silver Smote are in here? That's just
Maybe 4.
4.
Maybe 4.
Okay, that might be a fridge too far.
Nah. It'll never fail.
Whatever, I don't need any of this.
Look what you just did with it. It worked perfectly. What are you talking about?
I'm just thinking about how someone who wasn't me would have to deal with this.
There's no such thing as win more. Not with Dredge.
There's always win more. You're completely wrong.
Should it be for grief? Shut up.
That would. I think a card that would this deck could benefit from is the black force. What's
Force of Despair.
Force of Despair.
Yeah,
I think that card's legit.
Those are coming soon.
Okay, because I think that would go into this sideboard, especially for the mirror.
I can see that. It's better than Tabernacle, that's for fucking sure.
That I can agree there. I do dig that a little bit more.
For those wondering, I'm gonna pull up Force of Despair so you guys can see it.
I just cut 1 Silver Smote for that force because I wouldn't run 4 Silver Smote anyway.
Is it just 1 Silver Smote in the main, or is there 4?
No, I saw at least 2.
Okay, there's 4 then.
1, 2, 3. Yep, there's 4 on the deck. There are 4.
You know what? We could play Poxwalkers though.
I don't even know what that one is. Tell me about that card.
I'm gonna bring it up real quick.
Okay.
Because I ordered a few of these too.
Of course.
Whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped.
Oh,
It's a 3/1 Death Touch zombie.
interesting.
So it's kind of Silver Smoke, but you also have the Death Touch. You just have to cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, which...
Well, that would only work in the Hoagie deck.
Right, you need Hoagies, you need Dread Returns. That's really what it's there for.
Yep.
I don't think it works in this build.
And this list doesn't even run Vengefine.
Right.
This list invalidates the Parish plan.
Yeah, it's not for that deck. It's for Bizarre Aggro.
Okay.
Bizarre Aggro doesn't even play Dredge
This is
cards.
bizarre aggro. It's got bizarre and it's aggressive.
I'm saying Bizarre Aggro doesn't, other than Vengevine, doesn't really go through the graveyard.
True. Alright, I got my opening 7. I'm just letting you know I'll be shipping it back. That hand did not look as perfect as the last one.
Good.
I mean, I would have traded anything but 1 card in hand for a Bizarre. Like, just at random, don't care. The hand was pretty close to being good. But it was missing that 1 vital piece. You know, it's like a military testing. The mission accomplished on 10 pieces. What was the piece that failed, hitting the target? 9 out of 10 successes. Just that 10th. I think they made that joke in West Wing a bunch. Alright. 3 for 5, 6, 7. Nope, shipping it back. Going from 6 down to 5. I thought this had serum powders in it. Did I have that wrong?
Skid them. And here I thought Zero was professional that doesn't mulligan. LOL.
I don't say I don't mulligan. When he told me that you need to mulligan a bunch to get to Bazaar, I wanted to demonstrate. Apparently you don't have to. Game 1.
Sometimes you god draw 'em, I get it. Triple Hollow 1 turn 1 with backup Bazaar basically is, in my opinion, as close to a god draw as you're going to get on Dredge.
And the bridge?
And the bridge.
And the fucking, like, everything.
And shambling. So you
Yeah,
got your
everything.
dredger.
And
you got
Narcomoeba.
You got your silver
Okay.
smelt and creeping. Like,
Going down again.
it feels really good when you get those hands. It makes you think the deck is like tier 1.
We have not seen a Bazaar or a Serum Powder in our 3 mulligans so far.
Earned it.
So, you know.
Welcome to Dredge. Sometimes you just scoop a game.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and get my Bazaar now.
I would mulligan, on the
Powder
draw,
is-
I would mulligan all the way down to 0.
Yeah, and still give it a turn.
Because you can still top deck Bazaar and get there.
Yeah, I would just keep rolling at that
4,
point.
5,
Well, I guess not 0. You
6,
just mold a 1 and then try and get
7.
it off the top, right?
If I mull all the way down to 1 and like it's not Bazaar, yeah, I guess it could be off the top. You keep the last one.
I mean, I guess I'll Serum Powder.
Okay.
I think the one instance... No. Yeah, you definitely wouldn't go past 1 because you don't want the scenario where you mold a 0 and put Bazaars on the bottom. That would be terrible.
I'm a Serum Powder again.
Okay.
I still haven't seen a Bazaar. I'm going to Serum Powder again.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fucking love this.
4, 5, 6, 7. Damn!
Trying to do a little more mulliganing?
I'm thinking I'm mulling to 3. Actually, I
You
think that's
are.
the right move. is
You
to mull
100% are.
But also, I just got rid of
Half the deck.
half the deck where there's no Bazaar in.
Seems like you should hit it at this point.
Yeah, it seems like that. There's only 1 in the deck. That's the trick. This deck's really good because it just runs the 1. 1 time lucky. Alright. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we will choose to keep this one. We're allowed to keep 3. 1, 2, 3.
Alright.
Here we go.
Polluted Delta. Crack it, get a land, use that land to play Imperial Seal.
Very nice, very nice. What you getting?
You shall see in due course.
Well, I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Should I proceed into my draw?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
Somebody's an eager beaver for their bizarre moment.
You're a beaver.
My water bottle is amazing. It's bigger than my head.
And how much does that water bottle weigh?
It is one. It's a gallon, and it weighs a little. A gallon weighs a little more than 8 pounds.
Look at that. You learned something on the stream. Don't ever say we didn't teach you nothing.
Yep. This is mainly because I didn't believe that it weighed. I thought it weighed less than 5. I didn't know.
Mox Ruby go.
But wouldn't put a tattoo bet where his mouth was.
No, I was not that into it. How bizarre. Pass turn.
Ixalar Jailer.
Okay, let me make sure. So this is just cards and graveyards lose all abilities. Woof.
Star Trace would like the
Oof.
gallon weight in metric, please.
So
You're on a computer, do a conversion.
So let's do some quick things.
point,
I don't
actually.
think I cited in anything. Well, I think okay. Let me see if I have any outs to that card. Okay, does not look like I do. So let's start the party right. Bizarre, because you never know. I might just go all.
And you could theoretically get there with hollow ones.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna discard 1, 2, 3. Hollow one.
You got a hollow one.
Yep. Oh.
Upkeep.
That's.
Vampiric Tutor.
This is exciting, but do you have an answer for my hollow one? Because if
I mean,
so,
I
it's
can
pretty
just
good.
get one.
Yeah, I know. Just saying. Or maybe I have more,
Maybe
and
you
I just
do.
chose not to play that other one. It's possible.
I don't know if I'm going to bother getting an answer for your hollow one.
I vote you just go get Tinker, and then beat me with a Sphinx.
I would love to do that, but I don't have another land.
Oh, snap. Okay. So I have a couple turns.
Yeah, you got a little time. 'Cause
Damn.
my hand is
Okay.
like not awesome.
Okay.
It was like I knew I could get Jailer quick, but the mana in the hand was rough.
And
so I'm tutoring for the soul ring I'm about to play.
Yeah, something you would know very well is there are 2 hollow ones in this stack. So there's only one left in the deck.
That's an interesting point, but I think I still proceed this way.
Yeah.
All right, draw it. There it is. Soul Ring. Go ahead.
The angriest hollow one.
11.
Oh, there's another Bazaar.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Draw for turn. Tarnation.
Hadouken.
I started like needed a Hadouken. I should have gone with the like Sonic Uppercut.
There you go.
Get some Guile hair going on.
So how do you beat the Hollow One Menace?
I'll swing for 2.
Yep, 18.
All right, how do I want to do this? I've got time.
You do indeed have time. You have 2 free turns of time. At least.
Depending on creeping chills.
I think. How many of those went out, though? 1. Yeah, okay, I guess only 1 creeping chill went out. Nope. And creeping chill is put into your graveyard from your library because it will not trigger. It loses all abilities.
Oh, plus how would you get it into the graveyard from library? Because you can't dredge. Right?
Well, you never know. You know, there's...
So it's straight up just Hollow One once Yixlet hits. That's it.
Yes.
Okay.
Until I contagion it.
There is that.
This list has contagion. It's not a bad list.
Fair.
It can be fought out of.
Oh, trying to decide. This is stupid, but I think this is what it is.
All right. Dashing.
All right, I'm gonna back up this land drop.
Okay.
Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Yogwill.
Ooh. Okay.
Play the Polluted Delta.
Okay.
Bust the Polluted Delta.
You already took the damage.
Did I?
I think so.
No, I don't think I did.
Okay. No, you didn't.
Because I hadn't busted the one that I did.
Oh, okay. Ooh, we're even closer.
Oh boy.
Well, it'll get closer still, because the next thing I do is just fucking play Imperial Seal.
Yeah.
That Biforce is looking mighty fine.
I don't think it's looking exciting at all. I think the exciting move that he does right here is Tinker and grabs Sphinx. And I just go, oh man.
No,
Put a card on top of my library that may or may not be Tinker. And pass.
Draw.
I wish I could put up this image with a question mark over it.
Smack you for 4.
I'm at 6.
Go ahead. Do you have Tinker for Sphinx?
Hey, Tinker for Sphinx.
Okay, because I did not draw the blue to hopefully try and get myself out of that.
Alright, so all you need is for a mulligan to 4.
And I did make an error there. I kept the second Bazaar, forgetting that no, it'd be more important to try and keep Force so I can try and counter something. But that was because I didn't bother to look in my removed stack and realize, oh shoot, most of my win cons are gone. That's my own fault.
Game 2, Grixis Tinker evens it up against Dredge.
And Dredge goes to the sideboard and is like, fine, stupid Contagion's coming back in. It's not even the good Contagion. These Contagions don't have the black cat on it. Who made that choice? Rictus?
God.
So this version of Dredge is exactly like the one deck you would want Tabernacle against.
Yeah.
I don't think there's another deck in the format that you want Tabernacle against.
No.
Or at least it would seem that way, because every other deck in the format has Tabernacle in the sideboard, including some versions of this.
Yeah, you don't really want Tabernacle against like mono white initiative, because once they have initiative, it just keeps rolling.
Yeah, you just wasted a land drop. They can usually pay the mana.
And even if they can't, they can just sit there and keep going with initiative every upkeep, right?
Yeah. Well, if they've got one initiative creature in there, you're already on a fast clock because they're going through the dungeon one piece at a time, drawing extra cards, pumping their creature, and you losing 5 life. So I think you're in at tops. Once they have the initiative creature out, you have 3 turns, and you just lose because of initiative. Probably 2.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's why I'm suffering this game. I can't just cast Opposition Agent. This is too much aggression. There's that umpteenth, mulligan thing where I had 2 Bazaars in my opening hand. It's like, yeah, that's why I couldn't find any. They're all clumping together. How bizarre.
May you never find another.
I have yet to have a pretty strong hand. I've seen worse than this, though.
Gotta try that mana weaving trick I keep hearing everything about.
I think that's just called cheating. I don't...
Yeah. That was always my understanding.
There's
Look,
7.
Look, mana weaving's not cheating, but
All right.
the arena shuffler is rigged.
I will keep this hand.
Things I hear online.
Carry on.
All right.
Good God.
Bizarre.
Hey, what do you know?
Yeah, everyone's excited there. Let's go ahead and do this. Any objections? 1, 2. Discard. 1,
Fuck.
2, and
Wow.
3.
Not bad.
Time to do a turn 1 Yexel.
Any
Pass.
hollow ones?
Pass the turn. There's
Oh, wow.
no hollow one action in there. So there is your happy spot. I do not get to go that abusive yet. There's the pithing needle waiting in the wings. Huh?
Go ahead.
All
There's
right.
not a pithing needle in here anymore.
Oh, shoot. Okay, on my upkeep. In this situation, I am going to Bazaar on my upkeep. Use first replacement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. Doop, doop.
Second replacement.
Second replacement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so no, actually not very abusive. I didn't even get any creatures that are triggering into play, so I gotta discard 3.
He says getting to dredge another 6 anyway.
Oh, shush.
With 2 bridges in the bin.
It's only 17
But
cards
I have
deep.
to have something in my thing die with the bridges. Something actually has to die.
Boo to the who.
Yeah. So anyway, my 3 that I will discard is the Creeping Chill that I'm not going to use, the Serum Powder, and the Grave Troll. And for my draw for the turn, let's get this Grave Troll action going on. See if this kindly fixes it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's another trigger, and this will trigger after that. Okay, so we're a little bit better now.
Just a little.
Little bit better position now.
Just a little. No, NBD.
And I got to
guys.
discard my 3.
NBD.
Very important. Got to discard my 3. Discard 1, 2. Yep. 1, 2, and 3. Force Figure, Stinkweed.
Cards in hand?
Oh wait, no, I don't discard 3. That was for my
Yeah.
draw replace. These are just in my hand.
Yeah.
Ha! I've got 5 cards. I'll enter my end step.
Yeah. Mystical Tutor.
Yeah, sure.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna toot.
All right, I'm gonna separate these into piles of usefulness and trash. Useful, trash, useful, useful, trash, useful, trash, trash, useful, trash, useful, useful, useful. Wow, that's a lot of good usefulness. So
Alright.
we've got triple bridge.
Draw for turn. Tinker.
Tinker, we're going to choose to force will that.
Fuck! God damn it. All right, go.
Yeah, I'm horrible. I'm gonna keep-
Never quit playing Dredge.
On my
Start the
upkeep,
zero.
let's start going ahead and doing this again. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's getting you for 3.
17.
And I do have a Silver Smoke, so the Silver Smoke is now on the triggered.
How extra is it feeling now?
Oh, I cited all but one out, so it's the one that I said I'd keep.
Feeling pretty good.
Well, it's the one I said I'd play, so it's all good.
Seems pretty good.
Then we'll replace with Stinkweed Dip again. There.
Turns out Dredge is good. I'm just bad at building it. Willing to take that knock on myself.
Yeah, we'll recur the Oop again. I think that's right.
This is perfect.
No,
I might
we won't
not have
for
to
the-
do a lot of thinking at the Gentleman's Cube.
I'll
Fantastic.
recur the Shambling Shell actually, and only do it for 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, there's an Icarid. It's always fun. And now I will discard my 3, which will be 1, 2, 3. Now we'll proceed into my draw step. And we'll do that again.
Barf.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's the 4th bridge.
4th bridge from below.
It's the 4th bridge, and we've got Silver Smoke that's already ready to trigger. We've got a couple Icarids here. Yep, there's 3 of those in here. 3 Icarids. Okay. So, upkeep. So those won't be useful yet with the things. That's in my hand, so you know that I have that. You actually know I have both of those. Let's put it like there. All right. So the angriest little buggers attack for 5 points.
12.
And then I hit end of turn. That comes into play.
Okay.
Is it interplay tapped or anything? Yes. Tapped.
If you have OCD, I'm sorry about Darth Zero's arrangement.
If you've ever played me in real life, my cards would usually be facing the other way until Wizards got rid of that rule. You can't do it.
Yeah, we're tired of Darth Zero screwing up feature matches.
Hey, there was a couple other people who did that. Anyway,
Does that conclude the fapping?
that will be the end of the fappening.
All right.
Only like half your deck's been gone through. That's not enough.
Draw my card, put that trigger on the stack, float mana.
Yep. Mana has been floated.
What the fuck am I going to do with it, though? All right.
Black Lotus.
I vote you kill my creatures.
Can you win right now?
I'm trying to figure this out.
I don't think Bridge is as good in this deck. It doesn't feel as strong. I think Bridge you might be able to cut Bridge down like from 4 to 3 or even 2. I'd probably still have him on sideboard, but...
How dare you question the Sacred Cow?
It's not a Sacred Cow. Is there a Dread Returns in this deck somewhere?
No.
Yeah. Like, what am I... There's not even...
It is
Cabal
Black
Therapy.
Lotus.
Where am I getting my coolness?
Doing it the old-fashioned way.
Oh.
All right, Lotus is hit.
Lotus has indeed hit.
There's 1 mana floating, and Lotus is hit.
All right, yeah, here's my 1 colorless mana floating.
Yep. That hits. I couldn't do anything because he's got priority.
This will be black mana.
Okay, so that is 3 black mana.
3 black mana. I'll use everything except for 1 of the black mana.
Preemptively calling Yawgmoth's Will.
Hey, look, it's Yawgmoth's Will.
Yeah.
What? Oh man, that's just evil.
Sick. Resolving?
Yes,
Oh, boy.
that will. As you can see, I have a shambling shell.
Oh, yeah, you got nothing.
So I do not.
Land drop.
Ooh, there we go. That's smexy. You even got your land back out of that.
Can you cast and sacrifice Ragavan on the stack? Get rid of those bridges.
All right. Thinking.
I guess Icarid plays pretty well with bridge.
It's okay. But I think I could tune this up a little bit more.
I'll green mana. I'll use this black mana here.
Oh, yep.
Yixlid Jailer.
Yixlid Jailer. That is a real card that does real things in an unfortunate manner. Okay.
Take your time, baby.
Black Lotus for... let's say... red mana.
Red mana. Okay. This
What?
is... Now I'm intrigued.
Sapphire. Sack the Emerald to cast Tinker. Oh, this is exiled.
Here we go, folks.
Yes, the problem with this is it's even worse because he just has priority for all of the effects. So there's no actual way to interact with anything unless he casts a spell, which we know I can't do.
Yay.
So here's the big question: do I go for Portal to Phyrexia, or do I go for?
Oh wait, no, I do
Angel.
have an effect. You sack the
Yeah,
You're sacking the Lotus, right?
that's for mana. You can't respond to that.
Oh yeah, you still have sack. It doesn't. Yep, never mind. I was just saying it, and I just realized. Wait, Lotus doesn't count. It's
Given that you have Yixlid Jailer, I'm going for Sphinx here because you don't want to get blown up by Force of Vigor, and Sphinx wins.
Yeah, I
the
think
rest,
you're right.
mostly
because-
because the rest of what he has is.
well, that's why. You know that's got to be what I'm sandbagging the
Right.
whole time because I recurred the shambling shell.
Yeah.
Shouldn't that be game?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
Down to 1 red mana. I mean, we can keep doing shit if you want.
no, I don't think there's any way I can beat that. because the removals for that have all been hit.
All right.
And Yixlid's gonna sit there and make sure nothing gets bigger. So,
Yep, because I have the Contagions and the Sickening Shoal have all been hit in my dredges, so I
Nice.
can't kill the Jailer.
Nice.
It is not an option.
For those wondering, cards highlighted on the screen: Sphinx of the Steel Wind, damn near unanswerable.
And again, just so many dead cards in this dredge deck.
Yixlid Jailer really pulling its weight there.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was impressive. As was the Imperial Seal to get it. Don't know about Biforce.
Yep. If I was hoping you were going to play out like a couple Moxes, not the Lotus thing, and do a spell in between so that I could Force of Vigor and blow up your stuff to eliminate Tinker. But due to all the things, like the best I could have gotten was blowing up one of your Moxes in response to your Yawgmoth's Will so you could cast it again. It was just there was no thing where I had the priority to be able to kill something. You made it so difficult, so very difficult for me.
So what's the goal?
Alrighty, what do we got for the final potential round? It's going to be one or two more rounds, so the question is, where do we go?
I gotta find my cards real quick. There we go.
I gotta finish. Oh, there it is.
Alright, so we've deconstructed that one. I'm personally going to go with one of my favorite decks to play.
Shops.
Yep.
I'll take you to the Mishra workshop.
Let's make sure this is decideboarded. Okay. Yeah, just...
Yeah, that's the old one, isn't it? The new one that's all over is like body shop, body shop, fucking body shop.
Because it's so unholy.
Yeah, I have no idea what the lyrics are to that song, but I just like fucking body shop.
Ba-da-da-dump. Fucking body shop. That's like when people used to try to sing Blues Traveler, any of their songs, and
actually that kind of makes sense
you want
to me.
Give me a run around?
Usually when I'm hearing, every time I'm hearing that song, other than like some random party, is because I'm looking at TikTok, so I'm probably taking a crap. Yeah, fucking body shop, fucking take a dump.
Doing something unholy.
Yep.
The rate by which people have to have realized, or many people might not, that if you get a message from a friend with a funny TikTok or a funny meme, it's probably because they're shitting.
Oh yeah, it's dump a
Just
flop.
like, people have to have really realized how much that has ingrained into the culture.
Yeah, between Little John's shots getting turned into shops, and Unholy, we're getting a lot of good music out of this Mishra's Workshop deck.
All right.
Are you still higher?
I might still be.
You're
high.
so high.
I've been pretty high this whole time.
Consistently
I've been
high.
Consistently high.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, so let's get this party started. 4, 7. Don't get that 8th one. Let's see what we can do.
Sure?
To use.
Play the 8th?
It was tempting. Yes, this is a keepable hand. This is very. I'll do this thing.
Yeah. This is acceptable.
All right. Here's the Crypt of the Mana. The injections.
You may.
Here's the Shop of the Mishras.
You may.
Let's see. So 1, 2. Oh wait, I'm gonna do that the right order. I realized I have Patrick Automaton in hand.
Okay.
Let's play him first,
Patchy. You got it.
and then we'll pump our guy.
Bigger Patchy.
Yeah, bigger patch, and then we'll cast another patch,
Okay, Patchy.
and then we'll pass to you.
Patches on patches, bro.
Yeah. I keep forgetting. It's like, oh yeah, Mana Crypt triggers this too. They're all artifacts. It's just really good.
Urza Saga. That's actually it for this turn. Carry on.
Untap, draw, get this big part. Oh, let me see if I lose. I'm gonna say if I roll odds, I take 3. I take 3.
Because that's exactly why I think it's got to be odds. Because it seems like if you roll a 3, you should have to take 3.
Fair. I like the logic on
This
this.
has got some logic to it. All right. Nettle Cyst, trigger.
I'm going to counter Nettle Cyst.
Okay.
Oh, wait. That doesn't cost life. It's Force of Negation.
Yes! It's very effective, very effective. Then I'm going to go ahead and tap 2. Phyrexian Revoker, trigger.
Okay.
And Revoker will hit play, and I'm going to go ahead and name. Can't name the Saga because it does say land, unfortunately.
Well, you could keep it from making constructs.
Actually, no. It says non-land card. I can't even name it.
All right.
Yeah, it's evil. It's not the
Mana
coolest.
Crypt would probably be a great one to name.
Agree.
Yeah, because I wouldn't really know where you're at, so I'm just going to say Black Lotus.
Black Lotus. Okay.
Because it's game 1, I don't know what you're playing right now, apart from you have Black Lotus in your deck with that kind of stuff. And then we smash you for 5, 6, 8.
Jesus. All right. 12. It's a good start.
Go ahead.
Draw a card. Oh, it's a 2.
Wow.
Go.
Time Vault. Okay, now we know what we're doing against. We've got you at 12.
Yeah, you got to kill me or stop this combo.
So let's see. We've got you at 12. How quickly
Seems like you should be able to kill me. You got 10
4,
right
5,
there.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I cast one
do,
thing.
Yeah, I do definitely have enough to kill you.
Cast one artifact and you got it.
Sphere of Resistance.
Ah! Game over.
I also have the Ballista and another Mental Misstep.
Here's the fun thing. If you were reversed on play versus draw, do you have it?
Yep, of course.
But on the play versus draw, if the Time Vault is played out early, I do play the Phyrexian Ravager, whatever it's called.
The Revoker.
Revoker. I can never remember that card's name on the Time Vault. So I don't know if you had an answer to the Revoker at that time.
Bolt.
Okay, you did have Bolt.
Okie dokie.
Play versus draw, pretty important in the workshop matchup.
Yep.
It's pretty important in this format, if we're being real.
For sure.
Okay, so I at least know you're a Time Vault deck, so yeah, that's a good thing going into our whole plan. Okay.
Okay, and I'm just pretending that the other by force is actually the Virtue's Ruin.
Yeah, that's a logical move. And me, I'm leaning heavily toward bringing in my Stone Brains and just go in the. I'm going to eliminate your possible win cons. I'm kind of a fan of that right now. Yep.
Seems worth trying.
I think that's about where I'm sitting. And we'll go ahead and see what we don't want. There might not even be 4 cards I don't want in this, but I have a feeling there will be. Mystic Forge might be too slow in this match. Especially since they're on blue, and I imagine I might be getting kicked in the teeth by something. Nemesis seems a little bit weaker than I'd like. Yeah, Trax is great. Foundry's pretty good. Revoker's good.
Is that the Stoned Brain?
I can probably cut 1 Ballista. Yep, I'm thinking I'm just going to bring in the full bout of brains and go for the, well, worst case scenario, I'm going to take away your win cons and eventually I'll beat your face in.
Why couldn't they make it like Jester's Cap? Really go OP.
I think we can only pull in 3 right now, just based on what we're doing, which I'm fine with. So, 3 Stone Brains in, out 1 Ballista, 1 Mystic Forge, and 1 Metal Cyst. Coming out the gates there.
Have you been on the play every match?
C.
Yes. I have no.
I'm in the captain's chair, of course.
Sometimes it do be that way.
Look at me. I'm on the play now.
The only thing that could have made that line better is if it was improvised.
That would have made it better. Yes.
If you got to create that moment in history, look at me. Oof. Oof.
Even Tom Hanks takes a step back.
Dude, I think Tom Hanks is the next celebrity that's going to have some kind of insane scandal.
It feels like it's about time.
You know, because, like...
He did just come out with I'm an Angry Boomer movie.
Well, let's not forget that...
People conflate him with the characters that he plays in movies that are always super wholesome.
Right.
And, like,
Yeah.
I just think that's just the way of things. Tom Hanks, so many people are like, oh, yeah, Tom Hanks is, like, America's dad. but
Bob Saget was, and he just recently died, but he's a filthy guy.
yeah, but like he was just filthy. I mean, like something heinous. You know?
Yeah, Hank's. Let's see.
Do you see the preview for Hank's new movie?
No.
It's like the man from Oslo or something, and it's just him as a grumpy old boomer.
He's played that role before. He's played old angry guys before.
Maybe
This is perfect. Because he's just grumpy without a purpose based on the trailer to this movie.
just like some pictures gonna show up of him just like on Epstein Island or something.
Let's see. He used to. I think he stopped due to the pandemic. He used to walk through Central Park and take photos of gloves that people left and hold on to them so people can claim them and he could send them to them.
He might just be America's dad then. That is a very dad
Well,
villain.
did you ever see him in the movie Bachelor
After
Party?
smelling the gloves, rubbing them all over himself.
Like in the movie Bachelor Party, it's great. He brings out all his friends for a bachelor party, chases his girlfriend with an egg beater. They bring in a donkey and a prostitute and
That was before he was a dad.
all that stuff. All that stuff. Yeah, it was early '80s, mid '80s.
I gotta think for a second. I think I'm keeping.
Pre-Groundhog Day scenario.
That Groundhog's Day was 93, 94.
Yes, I'm keeping.
That was Bill Murray. Yes, I'm keeping as well. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I thought for a second you were just gonna like turn one me. Like you're contemplating. Wait, this is really good.
I think I am gonna kind of
Workshop?
turn it on you. Yep. Counterspell.
Mox Pearl.
Yep.
Okay. So we gotta start. Let's just see if you got it.
I've got a counterspell.
Herp de dur.
Like screw you. I've run out of cool things I can do. It's your turn.
Doing my upkeep. Vampiric Tutor.
Okay, you don't go off turn 2 yet,
Oh.
unless
Maybe.
there might be Lotus. If there's
I was gonna say, if it's a Lotus in the Time Vault,
Lotus,
yeah.
Time Vault does win right here.
Yeah.
That is true. I'm curious. I want to find out what happens.
I'm getting Lotus.
Oh, is it here? I'm not interacting. It's F6. Show me. Show us what you got.
So I don't have the Time Vault.
Okay.
But I do make blue mana and then tinker this away and get a Sphinx.
Oh, that's not a bad spot to be. Sphinx, I can beat with this deck though. That is actually a
Yeah, it's an uphill battle for you,
defeatable
but
card.
I'm pretty happy to start the game with Sphinx. Ooh, wait, do I do that or do I? No, I don't portal. You don't have anything to kill with it.
It's, yeah. If you're gonna go for Portal, you want to wait for
I'd
a
have to
moment.
already have the creatures in play.
Right.
Sphinx is a good proactive play. Portal
Sphinx,
is the
go ahead.
recovery.
Okay. Draw.
It's kind of like Oath of Druids.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like a strong start from an Oath deck of last year.
Oath Light.
Yeah.
I guess Ballista on 3.
Ballista on 3.
Here you go.
Push it.
Oh!
Got him.
Oh!
Got him.
I'll dome you for 3.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, that's so
14.
good.
I'm not going to be at 14 for long.
That's so good.
6 you back to 20. Go
Down to
ahead.
14.
Go ahead and play your
Down
own
to
Ballista now.
14. That's just cruel and unusual. Okay.
Ooh, that push coming in hot.
That push came in so hot. All right. So now what do we got to do?
Win the game.
Revoker?
Whatever.
Okay. I don't care about your silly card.
Puny creature.
We'll go ahead and name Manifold Key because we can.
Where
Did
is
I
your...
tinker it away?
Yes, in case you bring it back, because I believe it can untap your Sphinx at some point.
Yeah.
Doesn't it untap an artifact?
Yeah, but I don't have to tap my Sphinx.
It's vigilant.
Oh, it's Vigilance? Crap. Fine, we'll name Time Vault. I was trying to just do anything cool, but no! Crap on it all. Let's see. So what can we do here? Academy into play. Pass a turn. Go down to 8.
26. But wait.
Oh.
Pearl, Time
Oh.
Walk. Back to me.
Oh, that is you just
6 you.
Yep, you just cut a leg out from me there. That's
Alright. Carry on.
I have the next card I draw has to be Mishra's Workshop. in order for me to use my ballista to kill that. I needed that other turn to wipe out your guy. So, oh, that is not going to do it. That is not a breach.
The Scourge of Krug.
Yep, Sphinx wins it.
Yes!
Because 3, 6, 7, 8. Yep, I have 10 mana. I cannot do 6 damage. Yeah, I needed you to not do that so I could Ancient Tomb to get my extra mana to get my ballista up.
Ooh, wee.
Nasty. Nasty. Nasty.
Gangsta. That was 3, wasn't it?
That was 2.
That was 2? Sick.
Yep, I got game 1.
This is a fun match.
Yeah. These are quick. Quick like a bunny. I'm not a frog and you're not a bunny, so let's not hop ahead of ourselves. Tarantino with 4 rooms. Where he directed something but does not count it under his list of directed movies.
Which is that? Death Proof?
4 rooms.
He doesn't count Death Proof either.
He doesn't count Death Proof either. Okay. Maybe it's just because he didn't do everything?
Dude, like, half of that movie was feet. It was the most Tarantino movie I've ever seen.
Forums is good because he plays himself. The whole premise of the room that they go to is a movie producer and his friends. They're having a party. One of them being Bruce Willis, strangely enough. All right, we'll go back to the play for this one. Let's see if we can do some more. Man, the wasteland in my hand was so lonely. Like, yo, man, I thought this was gonna be good. Like, Trinosphere. I don't care if you counter it. I'm gonna blow up your Oh, no, man. New plan, team. New plan. Go Team Venture.
I love how all in this deck goes sometimes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sure, we will choose to keep this, and we'll give it a whirly bird.
I'm debating this one.
Okay. Every spur.
No, I'm throwing it back. I'm throwing it back.
Okay. Yep. Here I go, here I go, here I go again, girls. What's my weakness? Man. Okay then.
I'll try 0.
Everyone knows that's one of the greatest karaoke songs in the history of ever. The more intoxicated the group of guys you get up to sing that, the more they dance to every bit of it.
You gotta go to like some small town bar and karaoke gay bar.
I still think I got it right at 15. Go to a bar, karaoke Big Papa, wear a hoodie. It's a good way to go.
I'm going to 5.
All right, it's an interesting way to start your karaoke bar's career with that type of thing.
Doing it as a youngster, it was a lot of fun.
Why are you in this? I'm going karaoke. All right, fine.
When you're clearly a virgin rapping Big Papa, you know what I mean?
No, I don't know.
vibe.
I don't know what that means. I never.
You were never a virgin. All
I was never
defiled at birth. Apparently, never a virgin.
I am a reincarnation of a spirit type
good
creature.
God.
So I am.
How do you know you're not reincarnated from virgins?
I was born again, defiled. So I got to start defiling.
Unborn again.
Yeah, there's. You know, it's very important. All right.
Please don't suck. Ah, fuck. This sucks too, but it's 5, so. God damn it.
This is not a broken hand. There's the bonus to that.
I'm not going to 4. That's the only reason I'm not mulling here is because I don't want to go to 4. Carry on. Let's do this.
Ancient Tomb, 18.
You're not looking for the god drop like Lotus, Mox, Tinker.
Go ahead. Patchwork! Patch Adams! That makes me sad. Alright.
You a fetch.
And this is where you use 1 to play, what is it, First Night, the red card that does 1 damage to each of your opponent's creatures. Or End of Festivities, there we go. And then my Patchwork is dead. That's what I'm waiting for. Come on, End of okay. It's not going to happen now. There will be no cheering for the End of Festivities.
I did like having that as a 1 of when I drafted those sets. It did a lot of work.
Are we going to want Brotherhood's End on the sideboard at Grixis Tinker? Double red's a bit hard to get to, but...
Isn't there only 12 sources in the deck?
Yeah, it's very
So
hard
at
to
12
get to.
sources and...
We don't want to hit artifacts. If it was going to be anything, it would be Flames. Nope, that was a different deck. No. Probe, pay the gold price.
Okay. Traxxas. the Pithing Needle,
Yep.
the Urza Saga, and the double Revoker.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's a control-y hand. It has a little bit of beat down.
All right. Go ahead.
You're down to 17, correct? Oh, no, you paid.
I paid
you
mana.
It. No, I'm sorry. You did the right thing. All right, we'll draw. Okay, so we'll start this party out. There's a Mox trigger. Boop. There's a Saga, which doesn't trigger.
The Saga itself triggers.
Yes, but it doesn't trigger my nice little automaton. It's an
Automaton is so triggered.
But don't go down. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got him to 16. Traxos.
Fuck no.
Trigger on here too. You're like nope. Don't need
no prayer if that's
Don't need a
happening.
2-turn clock. Let's hit you for 3.
15.
Ship the turn to you. 0 opening. You can win now. You got it.
The F6 has been thrown.
Well, because next turn I'm just dropping all my things that stop him from winning. So it's like, all right. Or will I? Untap. Draw. Goes to 2. Boop. Another Saga.
That Saga life, though.
Well, you got to do some things amazingly, and that's one of them. All right, so I need 2 to activate and 2 to that. So 1 and 2 and a Revoker trigger.
Response.
Yep. Screw you guys.
It's a good time to find a Tinker.
That sure would be nice.
Wouldn't it be nice? That's something you don't hear come up on playlists much. Beach Boys. And I think I'm going to make that change. I think I'm going to put some Beach Boys on my playlist. Next time we're partying.
What up, ICPJs? In the house, the graphic designer that pulled together this beautiful overlay.
Okay,
Ladies
put
and
them back
gentlemen.
like this, and I'm going to top swap.
Yep.
Top swap. Love that.
All right. Will my Revoker resolve?
It now resolves.
Okay. So, we're going to name... Eeny, meeny, dessy, meeny, what, and wah. What's the coolest card? You haven't used any Moxes.
Mox Ruby.
Yeah, we just have to go. We'll just go the safety net, and we'll say the manifold key.
Okay.
And there's 4 points at your face.
11.
And then we will pass turn you
Okay.
because we can make construct tokens. Well, we can make a construct token. Only wanting
Tarn.
contact. Yes, got you 10. So I'm putting you on a 1-turn clock. Yes, you are on a 1-turn clock with my construct token that will hit play. So you need to stop me this turn, or prevent me from. Stop me stopping you.
I'm gonna
Stop me
I'm gonna do my very fucking best.
stopping you.
I'm gonna do my very fucking best here.
I was so tempted to go like in the dark naming a Mox just to be like, what? Deny a mana source. That's like killing.
Could have named Mox Ruby.
Yep, but, there's still the chance that you just went oops combo. I'm not F6ing. I gotta do this. Darn. Tarnation.
Ancestral Me.
Yeah, that's a good card. I like that one. 1, 2, 3. Technically 4, because you draw for the
Mana
turn.
Crypt.
Oh, there we go.
High risk.
Tops. That is frustrating.
Wow.
Oh god.
Do you have the lightning bolt? Or the fatal push?
No, I'm fucked. You got it.
Okay. Okay, so I go construct into next turn, depending on what my draw is here. Ooh, then I've got a mana vault to drop everything and make a couple more constructs. So squeezing it out. Squeezing it out. Shops does its thing. Traxos being the huge, massive. What do you say? This is turn 2. It's your clock. It's over. All right. Shops ends up taking it down 2-1. Didn't draw any stone brains.
Shops One thing I love about shops is it doesn't matter how much you hate it, it's going to be formidable no matter what.
Yep. Sometimes you can get the game's over before it began, but...
Yeah, that happens from time to time.
You know.
But it works the other way from their end, too, and they don't have to sideboard for that.
Yep. How are you looking at for clock?
We got time for Doomsday, not for Oath.
Okay.
Doomsday at least goes pretty quickly.
Let me grab some Oath action here. Or not Oath action. It was tough. I can see the cards there. There's an Oko right there.
Good loud.
Let's make sure this is Doomsday. Okay, this is Doomsday.
If it's purple, it's Dooms.
Oh, okay. That's the system.
I color coded all of these. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
But why? Like, just is there no other purple deck? There's no other purple sleeves.
No. These each have individual colors for what I'm trying to do, so I can.
And you know that just
identify.
purple means Doomsday.
So Doomsday is Thanos?
Apparently.
Seems accurate. No. Workshop's in gold for a reason, because it's mud.
Well, let's see how we're doing, Pilgrim. See, I'm just not...
Snake Eyes, baby!
Ha! You've rolled 7-3 of the 4 rolls.
And this time it gets to put me on the play.
Right, where Doomsday's like, oh man, we were really hoping for that. Could be really helpful. Make sure I am aware of which version of Doomsday this is, so I don't accidentally think that I have a win con in there that is not there. Very important. Okay, that those are there. Woof.
Grixis, baby.
Grixis.
Motherfucking Crunchyroll.
Dominus.
Yeah.
Grixis Dominus. Whatever.
Crystal Brand Septimus.
Yeah. Let's get ready to rumble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get to decide first.
Y'all ever played the Elder Scrolls games? Like Oblivion or
I haven't played. I'm familiar with seeing people play them.
Skyrim? There's an assassins guild that worships like a deity that is Sithis. So they're like running around this game going like, "Hail Sithis!"
I want the strange cult religion of Hail Sisyphus. No.
Good loud.
I shall keep.
Okay. It's better than Hail Oedipus.
Yikes.
For a lot of reasons, yeah.
Alrighty, I'm a keeper too. I'm a keeper, you a keeper, he's a keeper. Who?
Alright, so begin with this fellow here. Womp.
Oh.
Ragavan.
Rags is in the house. Card's scary.
Manifold key.
Uh-oh.
Take your turn.
I'm in a potential turn 2 loss right here. That could happen.
Wait,
That-
did you finally win a die roll?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Well,
Well, you ought to win.
I am no longer...
At long last.
I was not higher. You know, what do you do? We're going to start this party by casting a Sapphire that is a Mox type. And we're going to throw down a Rainforest that is Misty.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to pass the turn your direction. I do have an effect on your upkeep, though.
Upkeep.
Ancestral.
You may.
1, 2, 3 cards.
Get the top of that deck ready for me. Any further upkeep?
That is a negative. That is a negative.
All right.
We're gonna
Well, let's
let you enjoy your ragsing.
see what you're working with.
Scalding Tarn, Underground Sea, Preordain, Street Wraith, Doomsday, Vampiric Tutor, and Force of Will. So I have a effective hand.
Not bad, not
I have a
bad.
hand if the gates I felt were fully down, I could win next turn.
Look at those underground seas.
Brilliant.
Beautiful.
All right, so I'm not gonna do anything about rags. So I go to 18. You get a treasure, and you got a daze.
Just exile.
Let's
All
just
right.
get rid of that card.
There's the treasure.
Shoe fly, don't bother me. What do we got next? You got lots of mana. You got enough mana to win. Uh-oh. You do know I've got I do have Force of Willpower.
Mm-hmm.
Force of Willpower. Stupid Ragavan, stealing my days.
I was really hoping Ragavan would hit 2 straight Thassa's Oracles and end the game.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious.
Oh!
The ultimate stealing of
That
treasure.
would be the best way to win. Literally steal the game.
Take the 2 Thassas and be like, you
Wait,
know what?
no,
We'll just
I think it'd be
slowly-
better to steal the Thassa. I guess you can't cast in the same turn, can you? Because I was like, if you had the Demonic Consultation, to steal their own combo and just win with it.
Okay, that'd be
If
brutal.
you had a way to give Ragavan double strike.
Okay, yeah.
Clearly, this is what we need to be doing. Double striking with Rags.
Monkeys with double strike. Harambe would be proud.
Demonic Tutor.
Ooh, cards in hand?
2.
2. This is a tough part. Okay.
Decisions.
If you go getting Tutor, you're gonna get. You get a counter is probably what you're gonna get for safety, or are you going for the win? You're not gonna. For the win, you got the counter.
Hey, Darth Zero, do you have
Tutor
8 cards in hand?
Yes, I do. I Ancestor Recalled on the upkeep, so I should have 8 cards.
Nicely done.
So, yeah, we'll allow Tutor Resolve. Yes, in answer to the question, I should, because I used my Ancestor Recall to get around his possible Force of Negations, because I didn't want to have it countered. Well, I wanted less chance of being able to be countered. Very, very important distinction. My baloney has a first name. It's Homer. What are you tutoring for?
It's a secret.
Damn it! Man, people just don't fall for that. I don't know why.
So close. Almost got him.
He was like this close.
That's it for me.
All right, I do have an effect. I will go to 17, then I'll go down to 15 because I'm going to fetch out my land. Then I'm going to Vampire Tutor.
Do you think it's a dark ritual?
Was it the Dark Ritual? No, the Dark Ritual was fun. That's what you think it'd be, but you'd be wrong. You're wrong.
Totes.
I can go for whatever I want. Is our tutor going to resolve? Before I search it out and do my shuffly thing. Mentally misstep! Okay, that will not be resolving then. So let's just go ahead and
Got
get this
him.
all shuffled up. Damn you, misstep! Alright, now I'll proceed in my turn. Draw drawings. Okay. For the next step in my marvelous masterful equations, I understand things, yeah, and that's a Scalding Tarn, and we will pass the turn. Yes. There we go. Now I am down to only 7 cards in hand.
Smack.
Ow! Quit it. I'm 13. You got a Force of Negation? What up?
Into the exile zone with ye. Tolarian Academy.
Oh, you have a lot of mana. Rag's doing some work there.
I'm gonna say go.
I'll go down to 12.
Looking like you ready to pay the gold price for these forces.
Fetch me some. Yeah,
You can pay a lot of mana here.
that's
This taps for 4.
so 5 and 1, 2, 3. We're one short of double hard casting 2 forces. That's
Oh,
how
there's Force of Negations in this deck.
true. Okay, yes. So you can cast Force of Will and Force of Negation with your mana. That is just it's just evil.
Ragavan definitely putting in some work here.
Ragavan really putting in work. Let's get another Underground Sea. Those are important. I am not fearing the wasteland from your side of the board. Just something about
It's
it.
wild to play these matchups where like you just know you don't have to worry about Wasteland.
All right, I'll proceed in my draw.
Proceed.
Okay. There's my Underground Sea. So, now for the important parts. You have how many cards in hand?
2.
2 cards in hand. All right. I'm going to go down to 10. Start the party right. And Cataxian Probe you.
I lose.
Okay. Now, the other card I have is my
Completely
Fluster
a bluff.
Sword. Okay.
Let's sideboard.
What did you have in hand?
I had 2 lands.
Nice.
Or no, I had land Mystical Tutor.
Interesting.
I wonder how long I could have kept bullshitting that if you hadn't had the probe.
you would have gotten one more turn off of me. Because I was setting like, okay, I can set myself up for 2 set controls, because the card I had down was Flusterstorm. So I was just a mana short of being able to make sure that you can't stop my insanity!
Well, I suppose on end step you could have hit either a Tinker off the Mystical Tutor or like a Yogg Will or something and really gone after it.
Not really, because I knew he had force and something to pitch to it, so I had to just keep bluffing for as long as he would tolerate it. Because I literally I needed Ragavan. I needed Ragavan to give me shit while he's believing my bluff.
This is not a matchup where Ragavan gives you anything other than treasure tokens typically.
There's some
He's got Moxes, well, not many though, but he's got some card draw. He's got like
preordains,
yeah,
tutor cards, plenty of tutor cards. There's a few good hits. I'd say there's at least.
It didn't matter. It was a super long
15%.
shot because it required this bluff lasting for like 3 turns while Ragavan gave me action.
And him knowing that I've got double Doomsday in my hand, so I'm even going to throw one out for funsies just to see if it goes off.
Gotcha. Well, as per usual today, Tinker's got us back up against the wall, and we're on to game 2.
And what do I want against Tinker? Okay. Steel Sabotage is a consideration. It's an interesting one.
You want the Tabernacle, right?
I'm looking at that card so much. I'm considering Shieldred. It's a thought.
She is a thought, isn't she?
Oppo Agent, I'm considering those too, but that's mainly because I like sighting in creatures. That's just something I do. I like creatures.
Can't put on ops now for me.
So cards these are my considerations to possibly bring in. My thoughts of bringing out like, okay, you're gonna Hydrodust Ragavan, so I got to keep Mental Misstep. Time Walk, I'm looking toward the cutting. Let's see, what else is not exciting me? No. This is, I always forget, the Necropotence, right?
That's Necropotence.
Yeah, I'm just cutting that. I just hate it.
It's icky.
It might be something I'd consider keeping in this, but I still...
Actually, I'm boarding these in too, because I've got some cards that feel kind of dead here.
Days
No, wait, I should know that you're thinking about ops. And fuck with that.
As well as Shieldred.
Yeah.
Y'all know me. Get 1 streak, because I don't need the 4, 2, 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, we're only going to bring in 1 Steel Sabotage for now. Keep 1 on. We're going to bring in 2 Oppos. And so I'm going to figure out my 5th slot, because I think I want the 2nd Shieldred. Even though I'm on the draw. And that will probably have to take the luxurious spot of... Wow, that feels mopey. It'll be the 2nd Street Wraith, actually. So 2 Street Wraiths, Necropotence, Daze, and Time Walk. I'm not sure if the Necro should actually go out, but I really hate that it's... I just don't like it.
Did I fucking... What did I just do?
You won a die roll, so you're the highest.
Yeah, clearly...
Wait, what just happened?
I boarded in and, like, forgot to board out.
Oh, that's even better.
Sometimes you just want 62 cards.
Alright, how many fucking cards do I have to take out now?
8, 6, 7, 5, 2, 3, 9, 9.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 out. That's fine.
Yeah, we can roll with that. Dude, Rags is your best thing. You could Rags and steal an opposition agent. It's my plan for every deck. Oh, does it have creatures on the sideboard? Bring them in. Does it have creatures in the main? Keep them there. Win with non-creature cards. We haven't seen any infinite turn action. No, Sphinx the Steel Wind has been doing the action. Really hoping you'd keep that in.
6, 7, 8, 12, 13. 2 more.
For anyone who was curious on the selection of Doomsday cards I was going to get, I would involve the Ancestral Lotus plan, since I knew my opponent did not have the answer, and then just...
Yeah, just the super duper go for it.
Yep, it was the Ancestral Lotus, the Street Wraith, and the Dax's work will be the plan I'm going on. And then whatever cards I had the other Street Wraith in hand. Get turn 2 shielded on your face. And then you're gonna be like, my Time Twister plan is dead! 4, 7. Okay. You're on the play.
It's not going to do it.
Alright. I'm fine with this hand. It makes me feel important.
Like a natural one.
Mm-hmm. You make me feel...
Oh, thank God you didn't blow out the mic.
I was aware of the mic. I wasn't going to go for, like, falsetto high.
That wasn't falsetto?
That was barely falsetto.
Just high, not falsetto.
Yeah. That was kind of like squealing out the noise. It wasn't really musical. It was just...
So you're a squealer, eh?
Apparently.
Some squirt, some squeal.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with a Joker joke there.
I was debating... Oh, I was debating more of a remix on The Departed and Rat.
Carry on. Go ahead.
Alright, draw for my turn. Okay. Ooh, excitement, adventure. That's why Jedi suck, because they don't crave any of this good stuff.
Cocaine, pussy, a Jedi craves none of these things.
Alright, start the party with the Flooded Strand.
Yeah.
We're going to use the Flooded Strand now.
But Master Yoda, you're neck deep in both. When a Jedi Master you are.
Black Lotus.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Then in that case... Preordain?
Sure.
I feel like Grixis Tinker has been Randy from South Park this whole time. Like, I didn't hear no bell.
For real. On the draw and drawing poorly.
Yeah, it's been a
It's a
rough
way- it's a
night.
way
for
to
We
do it.
played a lot of games on Saturday, and we were playing games for a couple hours earlier today, and this deck was drawing so hot.
Go ahead. I topped, bottomed, and topped to my draw. So
Much like life.
I topped, bottom, and took my top. You know, isn't that how people do things nowadays? What the balls is that silly card? Why is that in the game?
Canst thou stop the vault?
Yeah, that's annoying.
All right, go.
Tolarian Academy levels up.
Got another Underground Sea. That's how you do this. That's how you milli vanilli.
It's a whole lot of mana.
We'll pass the turn. But I'm also Doomsday, which means that I will
Manifold
just sit
key.
here.
Manifold key. Manifold key. That's what the people want.
No, it's going to be Tinker 4
Manifold
key.
Pass back.
No, okay. Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy just yet.
Nothing crazy just yet. Then we will need to do something possibly at the end of your turn. We're gonna play Mystical Tutor.
Okay. Tutor mystically.
I think that is the right choice. From where I look at it. Yeah. So I'll go get the duress. Because I want to know what I'm playing against. I don't need this. Ooh, what might happen? Forget that.
Somehow I feel like this build
Draw
is
for my
eventually going to involve like 3 duresses instead of 1.
Duress you. There's my land.
How many cards you got?
I have 4 cards in hand.
No.
Did you just say no to my... Wait, can you? Oh yeah, that's...
And not paying the gold price on it either.
Correct.
Yeah, that's like, wait, what?
Interesting.
That's just scary. Okay, well then I'm going to ship the turn to you.
Breach some holes?
The breaching of hulls. That is interesting. Yeah, I guess that happens.
Sick.
It's pretty damn good defense against Doomsday, actually. Come to think of it.
Whap!
Sack, Oppo,
Interesting.
jump.
We've traded our 3/2 hate bears.
Well, that was my goal. Is just get rid of the card.
There's Saga. Go ahead.
Yep. And you have 1, 2. You have 5 mana available, so you can hard cast Force of Will, correct?
6 mana available, actually.
Okay, 6.
No, it's 5. Never mind.
Draw for my turn.
A joke. I keyed.
Okay, so that goes next turn. So, we're gonna just set up my win. I'm planning to set up my win this turn as I do.
Doom to the day.
Yeah, Doomsday. Okay, you know I have the force back up. So you get your top card because I won't win this turn. I have to go into next turn to win.
Yeah, all right. Do your thing.
Okay.
If it's Time Walk, you might win.
Right?
You can just flip your top.
Except
card.
I boarded it
You
out.
can just flip your top card. I mean, I've got force there.
Yep, that'll be it then.
Okay.
Force for force doesn't do it,
Yeah,
and
hold on to it.
Doomsday takes it down.
I did not take the combo out of the deck. That time I was thinking I'd go cool and go with the Ancestral into Lotus into the Demonic Consultation with the Thassa. So the opposition agent was the saving grace there.
Yeah.
Tack block.
It's the thing to remember in the future, because, yeah, Ops wasn't dangerous to me with its ability, but I wasn't thinking about you just, like, throwing it away as removal.
Well, Grixis Tinker, 1 and 3 on the evening. Not a great evening for Grixis Tinker.
Not at all.
Though I do want to point out part of my wins. One was an amazing draw. Another one was a pretty damn good draw. And this one we could have played around to gain more turns. Like there wasn't a whole lot of advantage to playing with the Hullbreacher attack there when you're that far down.
I think there's going to be some modifications coming to Grixis Tinker anyway. We learned some different pieces. Workshop needs more cards.
Shops?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think you're going to improve anything on shops. That's just it.
Yeah, dude, like, you can board 1,000,000 cards against shops, and sometimes they just get there. It's a really powerful deck, and that's why people continue to play it, because, like Affinity of old, it can win through hate.
And like my draws there, I was turn 3 winning. That was just, and it wasn't if you had removal for my nope, my little patchwork guy was going to be big anyway.
Yeah.
And if you could have done Wasteland, would have been the most effective card in those situations, I think.
Yes, and that's definitely not going to be in the 75.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see maybe putting a strip mine on the sideboard since you have some tutor options for it as a one-off kind of weird plan. But even then, it's kind of
not
slow.
a sledgehammer.
It's, you know.
Because where would I really want? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I still got to give it. Shops is just so fun to play.
Yeah, Shops kicks ass.
The Doomsday thing, I'm thinking that Doomsday deck does want another duress in it, though.
Yeah,
I'm on that. That card was pretty. That felt really good.
I'm of the belief I maybe even Thoughtseize, so it's just a guarantee. Because, like, being able to, if you duress and they have opposition agent in their hand, you're gonna feel fucking stupid.
Can you afford to take that additional life loss on top of Doomsday and Street Wraith?
Doomsday doesn't care because it's half your life.
Yeah, if it's pre-Doomsday, it's not a big deal. The other question, if you're really worried about that, is why not Inquisition of Kozilek? You won't be able to take Force of Will, but you can take about anything else that's relevant, including possibly the card they might pitch to Force.
I think if you're going to have two, it's one Duress and one Thoughtseize, or you could put in instead of the Duress. I think one's going to be a Thoughtseize no matter what, but you might be putting the Kozilek in there in that slot instead of the Duress. But I don't see any big risk about having the one Thoughtseize, as well as, man, I'm kind of excited to put in a stack like Doomsday, my first piece. Make you discard a card, see what your hand is, see if I want to bother going off or not. That feels really good.
Yeah. The information from Gitaxian Probe, I think, is most valuable in Doomsday. Mm-hmm. And if, adding, instead of I draw a card, I get to take away whatever stops me, I really like that idea.
The knowledge is much more valuable when you've got a intricate combo that just goes, oops, win.
Yeah.
Instead of just building.
The beauty is Doomsday is a one-card combo in essence, so you can play back down to 0 on resources, essentially.
Yep.
Either way, that's going to wrap things up for us over here at the Darkstream for the evening. We're going to raid out to Hollywood Pizza, who's making a push for partner. Feel free to show a little love, and we'll see you next time. We out.